चल हो जा शुरू।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो पतवारा हुआ रे।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
You've seen the exit poll numbers, ladies and gentlemen. The Republic P-Marq exit poll showing that at least 72% of the Muslim respondents to the poll saying that they voted for the Congress party across India. So that's 1.5 lakh respondents just to one poll saying that they voted for the Congress party, and that's 72%. And when you look at the surge in the Muslim vote for the Congress party, it's above 20% when you compare that to 2019. I have Shaina NC joining us. Shaina, are you there? Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
I have Shaina NC joining us remotely, and I also have in our newsroom Akhil Swami, who's a political analyst, and Mr. Deshotan Nigam. Deshotan Nigam is an advocate, but he also has strong political views. He's a political observer, political commentator, joining us on the broadcast as well. Deshotan Nigam ji, and can I request both you gentlemen to join me live from our newsroom. This is a little different format from what we do every day. When you look at that Muslim vote, in the election campaign, we've seen Muslim quota become the focus for the Congress party. And I was just telling my colleagues in the newsroom about how in Karnataka, there was a very, very telling visual. And that visual was Mr. Akhil Swami and Shaina. The moment Rahul Gandhi spoke about the 1 lakh rupee per year promise to women across India, poor women, right? In Karnataka, we found a very defining visual, Shaina, and that visual was of Akhil Swami. Muslim women in the hundreds and thousands line up at post offices to open a bank account. And with Republic Kannada, we went and spoke to them and asked them, why are you rushing to the post office to open your bank account? They said that is because Rahul Gandhi has promised us 8,500 rupees a month, right? And if you remember, I mean, another defining, line, when I remember the entire CAA campaign, I've never seen so many Muslims come out for a political cause or reason. During the CAA agitation, they protested, and there was a very famous slogan saying that "Khagas nahi dikhayenge." And when I saw the visual Akhil Swami of thousands and thousands of women line up at post offices, and Muslim women, it tells you the story of how the Congress was going for the minority vote, right? Of course, I mean, it benefits everybody, not just minorities. But if there is a 72% surge in voters, I mean, 21% surge, but 72% of the respondents saying that they voted for the Congress party, Muslim voters. What's the story, according to you, Akhil Swami?
See, you have accepted that there is a surge of 21% in Muslim votes. And I think there will be around 22% vote surge in Hindu votes also. Because I am a Hindu, I am a Sanatani, I am Shuddha Sanatani. So it's not only a question of Muslims. Every Indian would like to see that the farmers are not treated so badly. They don't get the MSP guarantee. And Agniveer's type of scheme is bought. So it's not only, you have found the justification as to why the results will be different from as to what you have projected yesterday.
Can I ask you a counter question?
Yes.
On MSP, the farm laws would have ensured MSP, but you also protested against the farm laws, right?
No. Farm laws were that the market forces will decide as to what will be the prices of the product. Now the point is that farmers are saying that if the machine made product, there is a maximum selling price or minimum selling price. The same thing can apply to farmers also. See, farmers constitute 70% of the country's population, including labor. So the point is that 70% prosper, the India prospers.
Yes.
So I do not know why you treat rich differently and the poor differently. Whenever there is a demand on any poor, because you don't write off loans of poor, but you very happily, in the name of economic development of the country, you write off loans of rich. So it's basically a fight between rich and poor.
Okay, fine. And that's another spin. I'll come back to you on that. But Deshotan Nigam, 72% Muslim respondents in the poll saying that they're going to vote for the Congress party. Do you think it's becoming primarily a Muslim party?
Well, if you look at the Congress, their entire focus was on Muslims.
Yes.
Whether it is in Telangana, whether it is in Karnataka, or what they say in various speeches around, their focus was never Hindus. And in fact, they wanted to divide the Hindus. The talking about caste censors, we'll have this kind of a survey, that kind of a survey. Divide Hindus, unite Muslims was the motto of the Congress and most of the Indic Alliance partners. And therefore, it was quite clear, and that probably invigorated the Hindus. And that is why you see the kind of results, apart from the work done by the Modi government and the schemes, non-discriminatory schemes. If you look at the schemes of Modi government, the maximum benefit has gone to the Muslims.
Yes.
Even when this scheme, so-called scheme of Mr. Rahul Gandhi was announced, you saw Muslims rushing. It was not all the communities rushing. It was only Muslim rushing. That is the perception and narrative which has been consciously built by the Congress to appease Muslims.
Yeah.
And that is why you see 72% of the Muslims are going towards that particular bloc. And there is a fall of Muslim votes with the BJP.
Yeah.
So that two things
No,
are
I
very
don't
clear.
think there's a fall. I don't think there's a fall in the Muslim vote for the BJP because 21% of the Muslim respondents said that they would be voting for the BJP. They have said that, right? Now, my question to Shaina NC is, Shaina, we speak about the Karnataka model for the Congress party, and I'll tell you why the Karnataka model seems to have become a template. It's the Karnataka template that the Congress party has taken. One or 2 points. Point number one, the guarantees they took from Karnataka, they tried it in Telangana, it worked in Telangana, right? It worked in Telangana. And it didn't work in other states. Of course, caste census was a non-starter for them. I don't even want to talk about caste census. I don't want to go there because it was a non-starter evident in the elections of the 5 states that took place a few months back. But Karnataka template, they took it outside. And one more thing happened in Karnataka. They consolidated the minority vote, the Muslim vote, and they boasted about it. They boasted about it in rallies. I remember one minister from Karnataka went to Rajasthan to campaign, and when he was addressing the Muslim community at a community event, he said, "Humne to kamal kar diya." And he was addressing the Muslim community. He said, "Humne to kamal kar diya hai, and I want you all to do the same thing in Rajasthan." Right? Shows their increased focus. And are they primarily becoming a Muslim party focus?
So I want to say that this whole explanation of ours is going a little off tangent because when Prime Minister says Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Prayas, Sabka Vishwas, it means every segment and section of society. But you're right. When you analyze who are the core voters of Prime Minister Modi, we have seen that the ample swing amongst women voters. And when I say women voters, this also includes Muslim women voters because Triple Talaq gave so many women the respect that they were craving for. Having said that, if you look on any exit poll and if you bifurcate the Muslim vote, you will realize that the BJP share of the Muslim vote of what was 10% for the BJP is now 12% plus. So the Muslims too have realized that there is a Pragati ki Rajniti because previous dispensations only kept them as a vote bank, never allowed them to prosper, never educated them, never gave them security, never gave them financial empowerment. On the other hand, the Prime Minister has clearly done just the above, which is to empower lives through education, safety, security, and financial empowerment. So in that sense, yes, I do believe that a huge segment of the Muslim population has also voted for Prime Minister Modi. But of course, if we were to bifurcate, not getting into Jat Paat Dharm ki Rajniti, the 4 vote banks that have supported Prime Minister Modi are the youth of this country, the first-time voters, the women of this country, the farmers, the poor, and of course the senior citizens. A lot has been said about Agniveer, etc. But I want to say that if you don't preliminarily respect our armed forces, the argument itself holds, ends there itself. So the fact that you have had so much, like almost 50% of women voters increase their support for Prime Minister Modi. You have seen the first-time voters who have come out with Prime Minister Modi, and there you have seen an increase in the Muslim community too. So that constitutes a hat trick, and and that constitutes this massive victory. We can talk about consolidation of votes for the Congress, but the Congress has done nothing other than keep Muslims and Dalits as a vote bank. So even in the past, they have done the same, and across India, their only agenda has been to keep them as within their control as possible. The Bharatiya Janata Party, on the other hand, has worked towards Labharti schemes. And the Prime Minister, even if you look at the breakthrough in the South, and if you see that what constituted this kind of a shift in vote share, it would be the progressive politics of Honorable Prime Minister.
All right. I think we're getting in more reactions. Let's cut across live. Getting in reactions to the exit polls.
The Election Commission and other constitutional functionaries and the institutions, he's showing himself in a very poor light. So my suggestion to Rahul Gandhi is, you may criticize us, BJP, Modi ji and anybody, but don't criticize the institutions, don't question the media, and don't question the country's image itself.
So just last question, though BJP in the favor of NDA, but still India Alliance said we're gonna win, and our PM face will be Rahul Gandhi. How do you see the film?
No, I have gone across the country and seen the ground situation. The undercurrent is very clear. It's only Modi ji. People want Modi ji as Prime Minister again. You can't help it. It is democracy. And I want to say one important thing. After this victory, after this mega victory of Modi ji will become the tallest democratic leader in the world. He's already there. He's already the most popular, but he will etch his name in the history of democratic systems in the world, because today he is the senior most elected head of the government in the world. And people around the world respect Modi ji because Modi ji commands so much of respect from the people of India.